Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another session of the African Music Library Instrument Discussion. Here we talk about a variety of African instruments and also talk about those that double down as genres. And today we have our AML team members and also from Josplay, a sister company, joining us on the discussion. Emmanuel and Director of AML, Onasanya. Please say hello to our listeners.
Hi, everyone. Good evening, or good morning, good afternoon, depending on the time that you're joining us. It's wonderful. Thanks for the opportunity to share. I'm also looking forward to the conversation this evening. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Anu.
Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Moyosore Emmanuel. I'm the team lead at the Quality Assurance Department in Josplay. Good to have everyone here and hope to have an insightful session. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Moyo. Thank you, Anu, for joining us. So, today we'll be talking about the Nyatiti. The Nyatiti is a 5 to 8 string block ball instrument from Kenya. It's found specifically, or is predominant among the Igbo people of Western Kenya. And the Nyatiti is made of a soft wood, carved round and covered with cow skin, with the strings made out of animal tendons. But in more modern times, it's been made out of fishing lines. But before we get into the physical attributes of this instrument and talk about other details surrounding the instrument, let's get into the history and also the cultural significance of this beautiful blue instrument. Anu, can you share with us what you came across during the course of your research about the history surrounding this instrument?
Thank you very much, Kosi. Interestingly, I must say that one of the things, though is not the originator of the instrument, I think I will start from that point. The late Ayub Ogada from Kenya is very synonymous with the Nyatiti. He seems to embody the presence or what the Nyatiti represent. But though he is not the originator of the Nyatiti, but he was the one that brought the Nyatiti to the global stage for people to recognize that there's an instrument like this. But originally, the Nyatiti originated from Western region or Western area in Kenya. That's a country in East Africa. Among the low people in that region is where the Nyatiti originated from. And then if you go further down, if you want to look at the ethnicity and all that, then you now see that there's another region in Western Kenya that is called the Siaya region, Ciaya, in the south of Kisumu. So the people found in this place, the Luo people, are the people that the Nyatiti originated from. They're the people that, well, let me not say constructed, but they are the people that actually came up with the Nyatiti. Interestingly, the Nyatiti also has another instrument that's synonymous to it, which is called the obo kano. The obo kano instrument is also very similar in terms of physical outlook of the Nyatiti. But the interesting thing about them is that though they are similar, but they originated from different tribes. The obo kano originated from the Abagusi people in the Kisi Island, also among Igbo people, but another different tribe. among the Agba Gusi. Well, I'm not sure whether the pronunciation is correct. Tribe of the Kisi Island. So you have the Nyatiti, the Obokano, which is very close to the Nyatiti originate. Though this instrument they look alike physically because they are also made from the same items, soft woods, cowhide to cover the resonator, and then they plucked strings. But the sound is different. So that's the history of the Nyatiti, where it originated from.
Thank you very much for that insightful, detailed information about the history and origin of this instrument, and also bringing to attention Ayub Ogada's influence in bringing the Inyatiti to the outside world. So thank you so much for bringing that to our attention. Moya, any additional information about the history of this instrument, and also what can you tell us about the cultural significance of the Inyatiti among the Luo people where they are found?
One thing that stood out to me for these instruments was the fact that they mentioned that it is often associated with male musicians. So it's very rare for you to find a female Nyatiti player. Most times you find male musicians play. The reason for that, I don't know, and I couldn't find a particular reason, but I just wanted to add that. Then another thing, okay, in terms of significance, cultural significance, it's often used for storytelling. When passing cultural stories from older generation to younger generation, they often use the Inyatiti. They play the Inyatiti during storytelling. Then it's also used during rituals and traditional rituals. That's just a little from my end that I can add.
It's interesting you mentioned the dominance of male players in this instrument. We're still going to come down to that. So thank you so much for giving us a little insight about the significance, cultural significance of this instrument. The Nyatiti has been a major part of the Igbo people, and it's used in recreational storytelling, just like you already mentioned, and also it's also a big part of their spiritual life. And sources suggest some of the videos or interviews rather I watched about this instrument. They mentioned that traditional witch doctors played the Nyatiti to foresee what was going to happen, so it's also a big part of their spiritual and religious culture, and it's also used to mark deaths, celebrate unions, and also mark deaths. So that's just a little insight on the cultural significance of the Nyatiti among the Igbo people. So coming down to the physical attributes of these instruments, the instrument is made of soft wood covered with cowhide, just like we already mentioned earlier in the discussion. And this softwood and cowhide serve as the resonator, which kind of helps produce sound. On the side of the wooden cowhide, they carve it open so that it kind of amplifies the sound that's coming from the instrument. And playing the Nyatiti, when this instrument is being played in traditional Kenyan settings, the player wears an iron ring around the big toe of their right leg. This ring is called the odwongo. We're also going to talk about what this ring is used for, and then there is a set of metal bells, one around the ankle. This is called the gara. So when the player taps his feet, the toe with the iron ring on the bottom bar of the instrument, it kind of produces this consistent rhythm synonymous to the kick, which we found in modern ensembles. The jiggles kind of sounds like the shakers that kind of accompany the instrument to make a compound, danceable rhythm. So these are just the use of this Odwongo and Gara. So, with constant fusion of the Nyatiti with Western instruments, Nyatiti has been found in jazz to produce more Africanized jazz. When you listen to South African jazz, it kind of has this more danceable rhythm than the typical jazz that we see from the West. So, this is the same thing with Nyatiti. But also, this Nyatiti has been paired with electronic beats to produce a type of music that a Kenyan artist Macadam calls Nyatititronic. So it's a fusion of Nyatiti music, the sound of Nyatiti with electronic beats. So I'm going to play a sample so that you can hear what this Nyatititronic sounds like. Take a listen. It's such an interesting sound, and I've seen videos of him playing the Nyatiti with a jazz ensemble, and it sounds as danceable as this. So maybe we can also check out his page on social media to get hang of what his music sounds like.
Kamanene, kapinene yuwako kamanene. Kamanene, kapinene yuwako kamanene.